Hey, podcast fans. By the end of today's episode, you'll have 3 new awesome holiday podcasts to add to your rotation. Make sure you subscribe to keep these podcast recommendations coming. Welcome to What the Pod. I go by the name of DJ Tracy Treese, the undisputed queen of podcast recommendations. What the Pod is a podcast that recommends new shows for you to listen to. What's going on to everyone who's listening to me on Jam? Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's jump right into today's show. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. This is a signature line from one of the most famous Christmas stories of all time. Check out this podcast presented by iHeartRadio that features some of your favorite celebrities reading the iconic Christmas story, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Check out this podcast today. Do you love Christmas movies? This podcast explores themes, scenes, and elements from some of your favorite Christmas movies. During the holidays, Christmas movies bring us all together. Join hosts Peter and Nick to find out how some of your favorite films were made through interviews with actors, directors, and industry leaders. Presented by Walmart and sponsored by Vizio, check out a Cinematic Christmas Journey podcast today. The Tinsel Tunes podcast goes into great detail about Christmas music. Full of fun and interesting facts, this podcast will get you in the Christmas spirit. Hear about classics, modern songs, some of the songs you like, and some you dislike. This podcast goes into the deep history of Christmas. Check out the Tinsel Tunes podcast today. Thank you so much for listening to What the Pod. If you liked any of my podcast picks, then share my show with your friends. As always, click the link in the show notes to follow me on Spotify and listen along to these podcasts with me. Text What the Pod to 552266 to get your daily episode text right to you. Full video episodes of What the Pod are available on my YouTube channel. If you love me and you love my show, then give me 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. I'll check right back in with you tomorrow where I'll have 3 new shows for you to listen to. The holidays are right around the corner, and you're probably in need of some pretty epic stocking stuffers. If your friends and family love podcasts, then head over to shoppodmerch.com to get them podcast merch that you know they'll love. We've got holiday wine tumblers, beanies, mugs, AirPod cases, and so much more. Give the podcasters in your life the gift of cool pod merch. Visit shoppodmerch.com and use code WTP to get 10% off your first purchase. The link is in the description. Again, that's code WTP at shoppodmerch.com for 10% off your first purchase. Shop Pod Merch, the official merch for podcast fans.